Hello everyone, welcome to Fame World Educational Hub. Myself, Aishwarya Saxena, and this is the series of Kinter. So, this is the channel on which you are watching this particular video, Fame World Educational Hub. If you are new to this channel, I just request you to subscribe the channel so you will get the latest uploads of this channel. If you press the notification bell, you will start getting the latest uploads as soon as I upload a new video. So just starting with the second tutorial on Kinter programming. This is the Kinter series and we have done a basic program in the last lecture. I hope you have watched that video. So I'm just going to start with a new program here and that is Pro 2. Okay. So today we will just start with the concept of frame. Okay. So we will use frames in Kinter. So first of all, we have to just import the Kinter module from Kinter import asterisk, and I'm just creating the object of Kinter, that is TK, and taking the object name as Win. Now I'm creating a variable, or we can say an object of frame. Frame is a class and we are just creating object of this particular class, and I'm passing parameter as Win. So this frame will appear in our window. Now I am just going to pack it. I have told that how to pack the frames or any component in the last lecture. I hope you have watched it. If you haven't watched the previous lecture, I recommend you to just watch the previous lecture. Okay, now I'm just going to create one more frame and I have named it as bottom frame, and I'm just creating a frame here and I'm just passing it in the window. By the name it will not come by default in bottom. We have to do something to make it appear on the bottom space. So when we will pack it, we will use the attribute side, and the side attribute is an attribute in pack, and the value of side could be bottom, top, left, right, or by default it is center. We have seen it in the last lecture. So here bottom should be written as capital. All the alphabets of this word should be in capital. So I have just given the side as bottom in the bottom frame, so it will appear into the bottom. So now I'm just going to create some buttons. You can see we are just going to the new concepts in each and every video. So just stay tuned, press the notification bell, subscribe the channel, press the notification bell. Then you will start getting the uploads notification. Okay, now I'm just going to create button. And we will also do some projects in this series, so stay tuned. Okay, so I'm just passing this button 1 into the top frame, and I'm just giving the text here as button 1. We can take anything. I've just given a dummy text button 1. Now I'm using FG. This FG is an attribute again. This attribute is for the button, and now I'm just giving FG means foreground. I'm giving it red, so it will appear in the red color. What will appear in the red color? The text. When we give FG, it is foreground color, so I am giving the foreground color as red. So the text, whatever it is which is written on our button, that is button 1, it will appear as red. Now I am just going to create few more buttons. I have just created 4 buttons and I am just going to rename them. You can see I have renamed them as 1, 2, 3, 4, and I am just going to change the text also, and the text will appear as 1, 2, 3, 4, and I am again going to change the color also. So you can see yellow, green and blue. I have given the colors, different colors on the different buttons. Now we have 4 buttons in our frame. I'm just going to give the position of the 4th button in the bottom frame. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pack these buttons. So for packing, I'm just giving one comment here for better understandability. Packing the components. Okay, button 1 dot pack, and I will just give the side to left, and I'm just giving the side as left. Okay, as I have already discussed that there are 4 sides. There are 4 sides: left, right, top, bottom, and yes, the 5th one is center, and that is the default. If we are not giving any side, we are not giving the side attribute, or we are not giving the value to the side attribute, by default it will come to the center. Okay, we have already seen that thing in this first video. So I'm just going to pack it win dot main loop. I'm just going to use the main loop, and this program is over, completed. Now I'm just going to run it. So just see the output first of all. Yes. Now the thing is that I have packed the button 1 only 4 times. Now I should change the name actually. I'm just going to change them. Okay, now we are having the 4 buttons and I've packed them. Okay. So now you can see we are getting the 4 buttons, and this is the frame, and now I'm maximizing it. Now you can see the 1, 2, 3 button 1, 2, 3 are coming with the foreground color red, yellow and green, and the 4th button is coming in the blue foreground color, and also it is coming to the bottom frame. I have given that button 4 will appear to the bottom frame, and we have already defined that bottom frame will be coming in the bottom of the window. Okay, when we are giving the location, then we gave bottom frame will be appearing in the window, and we have given the side as bottom. That's why it is coming to the bottom. Now I'm just going to evaluate you that what is the meaning of this side left and how it is working. I'm just going to run this program once again. Now just notice one thing, that the buttons are coming in the order button 1, button 2, button 3. I'm not considering this button 4 because it is already in the bottom frame. So I'm just talking about button 1, button 2 and button 3. So this is the order right now. Now I'm just going to change it. I'm just giving the button 2 as right. I'm just giving the side as right. Then see what will happen. Actually, this side works respectively to the next component available. Okay, so the next component is button 3. So it will come to the right of the button 3. Okay, it works in the relative positioning of the next component. So as I have given right to the second button, now you can see button 1, then button 3, because button 2 will be coming right to the button 3. That's why it is coming after button 3. Okay, so I hope you are getting the concept. I hope this thing is clear to you. Okay, I just request you all to just try these programs whenever you are studying, and I also want to just suggest you to visit this playlist section, because there are numerous video lectures available for you on different technologies. Even if you are a BTech or MCA, BCA student, then also then it is basically very much beneficial for you, because artificial intelligence, computer memory, algorithms. These algorithms are basically for DS, data analysis and also for artificial intelligence. So there are different kinds of algorithms or important algorithms present, and different DBMS. That is basically this playlist contains the advanced DBMS concepts. So there are numerous videos, the OOTS UML also. So there are numerous videos available for you if you are a computer science student or if you are interested in computer science. So don't forget to subscribe the channel, and also don't forget to press the notification bell, because I will upload many more videos today also and in next few days in different playlists, because there are different playlists running in parallel. So you will get the notification of different playlists, and that would be much beneficial for you. Stay tuned. See you in the next session.